following is a health bulletin from the Delaware Division of Public Health. This message is sent out to all residents of New Castle County regarding an ongoing and intensifying epidemic. The highest concentration of cases are within New Castle and Delaware City. However, many other cases were reported in different areas of New Castle County. The virus may be airborne as it has been spreading unusually rapidly. To slow down the spread of the virus, New Castle County has safety regulations imposed while officials investigate. A mandatory curfew is now in effect for 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. the next morning. To add to these regulations, citizens must maintain a safe enough distance from each other, excluding citizens that are in their household. Common symptoms of this virus include the following but are not limited to: coughing fits, high fever, severe headaches, body aches, fainting, and random panic attacks. Please remember to practice proper hygiene. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water to combat germs after going outside. Distance yourself from others if you are sick. Stay tuned to local media outlets for the latest information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Delaware State Police. Residents of Wilmington, please lock all your doors immediately. Police are looking for 3 escaped inmates from New Castle Detention Center who have been seen in Wilmington. All 3 suspects are wearing orange inmate uniforms and have been seen with blood splattered on their faces and clothes. One is 6 foot 1 inches tall and 179 pounds with blonde hair and brown eyes. Another one is 5 foot 10 inches tall and 184 pounds with no hair and hazel eyes. The last one is 7 foot 3 inches tall and 189 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, please contact The following message is transmitted at the request of the Delaware Emergency Management Agency. Doctors have recently discovered a new strain of the virus Delaware has developed. The new strain has multiple new symptoms. These new symptoms are mysterious and have left many scientists scratching their heads. These new symptoms are rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and an extreme homicidal rage. The new strain will now be called CUTTHROAT. The virus is also confirmed to be airborne. Anyone infected by the new strain will not show the new symptoms. They will die and then reanimate in a few hours, displaying the new symptoms, typically in 5 to 7 hours. Because of this new strain, the entirety of New Castle County will be quarantined, and no one will be able to enter or exit the county. There will also be a military blockade around the county.
A new strain of the virus in Delaware has been discovered. There are new symptoms that have made scientists confused. The symptoms are rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a very extreme, homicidal and bloodthirsty rage. The strain is now dubbed CUTTHROAT. Also, the virus has been confirmed to be airborne. Anyone infected with a new strain of this virus dies without the new symptoms and then reanimates with the new symptoms in 5 to 7 hours. Because of the strain strain, New Jersey has decided to quarantine the entirety of South New Jersey and install a military blockade around the area.
There is a new strain of the Delawarean virus that has left doctors confused. The new symptoms are rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a violent, bloodthirsty rage. People infected with the new strain will die without the new symptoms and then reanimate exhibiting the new symptoms. The reanimating usually happens 5 to 7 hours after death. The new strain is named CUTTHROAT. Because of the new strain, all of the counties in Pennsylvania will be closed off and guarded by a military blockade.
Il a récemment été porté à l'attention du président Emmanuel Macron que le virus américain, qui n'a pas encore de nom, est entré en France. L'explication la plus probable de la propagation du virus en France est à travers un cargo qui a été compromis. Ce virus a une souche qui est capable de donner aux infectés des ongles longs et pointus, et un état de rage homicide très extrême.
Nous nous excusons de vous interrompre. Le gouvernement nous a demandé d'interrompre la programmation régulière pour apporter des informations d'urgence à des personnes comme vous. Récemment, le virus américain est entré en France par un cargo compromis qui faisait route vers le port de Marseille Faux. Ce virus possède une souche capable de transformer les êtres humains en monstres agressifs aux ongles longs. Toute personne infectée aura les symptômes suivants: toux, forte fièvre, courbatures, maux de tête sévères, évanouissement et attaques de panique aléatoires. Si la personne infectée est infectée par la souche, elle meurt en 48 heures et revient à la vie en 5 à 7 heures avec de nouveaux symptômes, qui sont les suivants: croissance rapide des ongles, troubles de l'élocution, crises aléatoires et agressions extrêmes envers les êtres vivants qui ne sont pas infectés. Toute personne infectée doit appeler immédiatement le 112 afin que vous receviez des soins médicaux immédiats. Le virus est aéroporté, et à cause de cela, tout le pays sera mis en quarantaine. N'oubliez pas de pratiquer une bonne hygiène. Lavez-vous les mains pendant 20 secondes avec de l'eau et du savon. Éloignez-vous des autres, même si vous êtes dans votre foyer. Portez un masque sauf lorsque vous dormez. Merci de votre collaboration.
We have received word that the Italian President Sergio Mattarella has been assassinated. The assassin is not identified yet. All of Mattarella's bodyguards that were with him at the time were killed in the process. The Vice President of Italy, David Ermini, will take over as acting president.
Il virus americano, che ora è stato chiamato L92, V2 virus è entrato in Italia attraverso il confine francese. Non si sa come sia successo, poiché l'intera Francia è attualmente in quarantena. Questo virus ha un ceppo in grado di trasformare un essere umano in un mostro. I sintomi del virus normale sono tosse, febbre alta, dolori muscolari, forti mal di testa, svenimenti e attacchi di panico casuali. I sintomi del ceppo sono rapida crescita dell'unghia, linguaggio confuso, convulsioni casuali e uno stato di rabbia distruttiva, omicida e assetata di sangue. Le persone infette dal ceppo non mostrano i sintomi del ceppo. Muoiono in 2 giorni e tornano in vita in 5-7 ore con i sintomi del ceppo. Il virus è nell'aria. I fattori di rischio per questo virus sono, ma non sono limitati a, obesità, diabete, asma, malattia polmonare cronica e anemia falciforme. Seguire un protocollo di igiene adeguato. Lavati le mani per 20 secondi con acqua tiepida e sapone prima di mangiare, prima e dopo aver usato il bagno o dopo aver toccato qualcosa di sporco. Indossa sempre una maschera per il viso tranne quando dormi. Quando non indossi una maschera per un motivo e stai per starnutire, starnutisci nel gomito. Non andare fuori. Sarai trattenuto. Forniture come cibo e acqua verranno inviate a casa tua ogni settimana. Le provviste saranno sufficienti per sfamare una famiglia con 6 membri per 7 giorni. L'intero paese sarà messo in quarantena e i confini saranno bloccati dai militari. Useranno la forza letale se tenti di entrare o uscire dal paese. Grazie per la collaborazione.
The American virus that has now been called L92, VTUU virus, has entered Italy through the French border. It is unknown how this happened as the entirety of France is currently quarantined. This virus has a strain capable of turning a human into a monster. Symptoms of the regular virus are coughing, high fever, body aches, severe headaches, fainting, and random panic attacks. The symptoms of the strain are rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a destructive, homicidal and bloodthirsty rage state. People infected with the strain do not exhibit the symptoms of the strain. They die in 2 days and come back to life in 5 to 7 hours with the strain's symptoms. The virus is airborne. The risk factors for this virus are, but are not limited to obesity, diabetes, asthma, chronic lung disease, and sickle cell disease. Follow proper hygiene protocol. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water before eating, before and after using the bathroom, or after touching something dirty. Wear a face mask all the time except when you are sleeping. When you are not wearing a face mask for a reason and you are going to sneeze, sneeze into your elbow. Do not go outside. You will be detained. Supplies such as food and water will be sent to your doorstep every week. The supplies will be enough to feed a family with 6 members for 7 days. The entire country will be quarantined and the borders will be blockaded by the military. They will use lethal force if you attempt to enter or exit the country. Thank you for your cooperation.
Virus, the American virus, has entered Switzerland through an infected airplane passenger. This virus has a strain that can give a human being long nails and a homicidal rage state. The symptoms of the regular virus are the following: coughing, sneezing, high fever, severe headaches, body aches, fainting, and random panic attacks. The strain's symptoms are the following: rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a homicidal and bloodthirsty rage. People infected with the strain do not display the strain's symptoms. They die in 48 hours and come back to life with the new symptoms. Do not go outside. Food and water enough to feed a family of 6 for 7 days will be delivered every week. Proper hygiene protocol must be followed. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds before eating, after touching something dirty, before and after using the toilet, or after going outside. Wear a surgical face mask unless you are sleeping. Stay away from others. Call 112 if you are experiencing any of the aforementioned symptoms. Switzerland's borders will be heavily guarded and you will be shot if you attempt to enter or exit the country. Do not go on public transportation. Thank you for your attention.
This is the Jackson County 911 call center. A civil danger warning is issued for Jackson County in Alabama. To repeat, a civil danger warning has been issued for Jackson County in Alabama. The virus from Delaware called L92VTUU or colloquially Latuvirus has entered Alabama through Jackson County's borders with Tennessee. The total death toll for all of the infected areas is already in the 100,000s. For context, this virus has a strain capable of turning a person into a homicidal monster. The symptoms of the regular virus are the following but are not limited to coughing, sneezing, high fever, severe head and body aches, fainting, and random panic attacks. The symptoms of the strain are rapid fingernail growth, random seizures, slurred speech, and a homicidal and destructive rage state. Anyone infected with the strain does not show the strain's symptoms. They die in 48 hours and come back to life with the new symptoms. When they come back to life, they are unaware that they are alive. They come back to life in a few hours, typically in 5 to 7 hours. Please follow these instructions for your survival. Always wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Do not go outside. Stay away from others at all costs. Wear a face mask at all costs. Anyone experiencing any of the aforementioned symptoms must call 911. Food and water enough to feed a family of 10 for a week will be delivered to your doorstep. A military blockade will be installed around Jackson County. Anyone who goes outside will be killed. Please stay tuned to your local radio or television stations for more information on this dangerous situation.
هذه رسالة طارئة من حكومة المغرب. لقد دخل فيروس الوحوش بلادنا عبر المحيط الأطلسي. يرجى التزام الهدوء واتباع الخطوات التالية ضد إقناع الغاز الخاص بك. حصل على سلاح ويفضل أن يكون سلاح بعيد المدى.
This is an emergency message from the government of Morocco. The virus of the monsters have entered our country through the Atlantic. Please remain calm and follow the following steps. Put on your gas mask. Get a weapon, preferably a long-range weapon.
O vírus americano chamado REUPLOAD entrou no país pelo Atlântico. Por favor, fique em casa. Comida e água serão entregues a você todas as semanas. Use uma máscara facial o tempo todo, mas se possível, uma máscara de gás. Lave as mãos frequentemente por 20 segundos com sabão e água morna. Fique longe dos outros. Você será morto se for lá fora.
El 92 letovirus ha entrado en España por el estrecho de Gibraltar y nuestras fronteras con Portugal. Este virus tiene una cepa capaz de hacer enojar mucho a un humano. Siga estas instrucciones, use siempre una máscara facial o una máscara de gas. Lávese las manos con agua y jabón durante 20 segundos con frecuencia. Si sales a la calle, te mueres.
This is a message from the CDC and the United States federal government. As you may know, L92VTUU, or colloquially known as letovirus, has taken over the states east of the Mississippi River. This virus has a strain that is capable of controlling the brain and forcing it into a homicidal rage. This virus has over 3 million cases, with the highest concentration of cases being in Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey. A few cases have been reported on the west of the Mississippi River. The country is currently struggling to keep hold of the situation, so the CDC and the government have decided to make a very painful decision. The capital of the United States will be moved to San Francisco, and the government and the military will seize control over all the states east of the Mississippi River. This is a very painful decision and could be a controversial one, but it is our only choice. We are sorry for this decision.
Event type is biological. This warning is in effect for all of Ontario. The American virus that had completely puzzled scientists has entered Ontario through our borders with the state of New York. This virus is called L92VTUU, or colloquially known as letovirus. This virus has a strain which has the ability to control the brain and force it into a bloodthirsty rage. The symptoms of the regular virus are, but aren't limited to, coughing, high fever, fainting, random panic attacks, nose bleeding, sneezing, and severe head and body aches. The strain's symptoms are the following: rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a bloodthirsty rage. When the strain infects someone, they do not show the strain's symptoms. After they die, which usually happens in 48 hours, they come back to life with the strain's symptoms. Please follow these steps for your survival. Do not go outside. Always wear a face mask, but if it is possible, a gas mask. Isolate yourself if you experience any of the aforementioned symptoms. Wash your hands frequently for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. You will be killed if you go outside. Food and water will be sent to your doorstep every week. You should still ration food and water. The borders of all the provinces will be closed off and blockaded by the military. You will be met with lethal force if you try to trespass these military blockades. Learn more about this situation at https://www.alberta.ca/latuvirus/.
Le type d'événement est biologique. Cet avertissement est en vigueur pour tout l'Ontario. Le virus américain qui avait complètement intrigué les scientifiques est entré en Ontario par nos frontières avec l'État de New York. Ce virus est appelé L92VTUU ou familièrement connu sous le nom de l'EUvirus. Ce virus a une souche qui a la capacité de contrôler le cerveau et de le forcer à entrer dans une rage sanguinaire. Les symptômes du virus régulier sont, mais ne sont pas limités à toux, forte fièvre, évanouissement, attaque de panique aléatoire, saignement de nez, éternuement et douleurs graves à la tête et au corps. Les symptômes de la souche sont les suivants. Croissance rapide des ongles, troubles de l'élocution, crises aléatoires et rage sanguinaire. Lorsque la souche infecte quelqu'un, il ne présente pas les symptômes de la souche. Après leur mort, ce qui se produit généralement en 48 heures, ils reviennent à la vie avec les symptômes de la souche. Veuillez suivre ces étapes pour votre survie. Ne sortez pas. Portez toujours un masque facial, mais si possible, un masque à gaz. Isolez-vous si vous ressentez l'un des symptômes sous-mentionnés. Lavez-vous fréquemment les mains pendant 20 secondes avec du savon et de l'eau tiède. Vous serez tué si vous sortez. De la nourriture et de l'eau seront envoyés à votre porte chaque semaine. Vous devez toujours rationner la nourriture et l'eau. Les frontières de toutes les provinces seront fermées et bloquées par les militaires. Vous serez confronté à une force létale si vous essayez de franchir ces blocus militaires. Apprenez-en plus sur cette situation à https://www.alberta.ca/leutuvirus/.
Alerta, alerta, alerta. Este es un mensaje del gobierno mexicano. L92VTUU o LETUvirus ha entrado a México. El virus tiene una cepa que es capaz de controlar el cerebro y forzarlo a tener una furia homicida y sanguinaria. La cepa se llama extraoficialmente gamma. Los síntomas del virus regular son tos, estornudos, fiebre alta, fuertes dolores de cabeza y cuerpo, ataques de pánico aleatorios, desmayos, hemorragia nasal y una sensación de muerte inminente. Cuando alguien está infectado con gamma en lugar del virus normal, muere en 48 horas. Después de 5 a 7 horas después de la muerte, volvían a la vida, mostrando los siguientes síntomas. Crecimiento rápido de las uñas, la capacidad de no necesitar oxígeno, convulsiones aleatorias y una rabia homicida muy agresiva. Siga los siguientes pasos para sobrevivir a esta situación. Use una máscara facial quirúrgica, pero si es posible, una máscara de gas. Llévalo pase lo que pase. Mantenga un cuerpo a cuerpo, preferiblemente un cuchillo, un machete o una katana, y un arma de largo alcance, preferiblemente una pistola, rifle o escopeta. Estas armas son para defenderte de las personas infectadas con gamma. No vayas afuera. Te matarán si sales. Aíslese de los demás si experimenta alguno de los síntomas mencionados anteriormente y, si es posible, llame al 911. No use teléfonos para llamar a nadie a menos que sea una emergencia grave, como experimentar los síntomas del virus. Lávese las manos con frecuencia con jabón y agua tibia. Siempre desinfecte su hogar todos los días. Puede rociar alcohol isopropílico alrededor de su hogar para desinfectarlo. Las fronteras de todos los estados serán bloqueadas y cualquiera que intente traspasar estos bloqueos será asesinado. Si alguno de tus seres queridos muere a causa de gamma, mátalo antes de que vuelva a la vida. Recuerda, los estás matando por tu seguridad y la de la humanidad. Gracias por su cooperación.
L92V-TU, o col·loquialment l'EUvirus, ha entrat a Andorra. Aquest virus té una soca que pot convertir un humà en un monstre. Qualsevol persona infectada amb la soca ha de ser assassinada.
The American virus known as L92VTUU or colloquially leutuvirus has entered Ghana through Ivory Coast and Burkina Faso. The virus has a strain that forces the brain into a bloodthirsty rage. The symptoms of the regular virus, which is not the strain, are but are not limited to coughing, sneezing, high fever, fainting, severe head and body aches, random panic attacks, nose bleeding, and a sense of impending doom. When you get the strain, you display the symptoms of the regular virus. You will then die in 48 hours. After that, you come back to life in 5 to 7 hours with the following symptoms: rapid fingernail growth, slurred speech, random seizures, and a homicidal rage.
Ang American virus na kilala bilang L92VTUU o colloquially letovirus ay pumasok na sa Pilipinas. Ang virus na ito ay kilala sa mutated strain nito. Kinokontrol ng strain ang utak at ginagawang animalistic at homicidal ang tao.
This is the end. America has been overtaken by letovirus. Only 1 million Americans remain, and 103 million real people remain in the world. It is already clear that society will fall. It is already clear that Earth will become uninhabitable. For the remaining real people of America, thank you for staying with us until the very end.
Thank you.